Hey, what's up, guys? Johnny Con here, aka Not Such a Conqueror. Man, this was a good one. This one actually happened the day before yesterday. I'm pretty sure about like half of it, maybe. The rest is still kind of a mystery to me. But long story short, I had this dream, and if you guys been following my story, my YouTube slash TikTok, whatever, you guys know that I've been giving offerings to Moloch, Lilith, Lucifer. Um, I think this was like a Moloch slash Lucifer kind of dream. Basically, I was like in an apartment, and I think it was some kind of party, right? And I look around, and I see these two strange-looking dudes, maybe Hispanic. One of them has like this is on this computer, and the other one is like this fountain thing, right? Small fountain thing. When I get closer, I realize that it's like a statuette. In my mind, I'm all like, is this like a dragon? Like it was kind of like dragon-esque, I suppose, right? And it was speaking, and I was trying to figure out what the computer was for. Maybe it was there to save the conversation, or to translate, or maybe it's like symbolizes AI. Um, and they saw me looking. They're all like, you want to try it out? I'm like, yeah. So I get close, and one of them signals for me to like get down, right? Kind of like kneel down a little bit. I'm like, so I get down and kneel, but when I do, it's kind of like I'm levitating off of the ground at the same time. It's like I'm showing respect, yet elevated at the same time. I could hear the statuette like speaking, but it was speaking like a weird kind of like language. Maybe the same dialect that I think what I thought was Lucifer the other day. Maybe it was the same language. I don't know. So after that was done, I got up and I left that apartment, and I ended up going into another apartment in the building, and it was sunny in there. It's weird because it was sunny, like you can see the sun, and it was like this older white lady, and she was all like, "So how was it?" And I just like on an instinctual level, I knew that it was like judgmental. So I'm all like, I just smiled. I'm all like, you know what, cool, whatever. I left that apartment and I walked down the building to the first floor, and I could hear like a conversation coming from a door at the bottom, and it was almost like kind of like sensual sounding in nature, but yet he was speaking, but it was like sensual. So I passed that door, but I don't even bother to look in. The door's kind of like a little bit open, but I minded my business. Anyways, I go out, I go down the steps, and there's like people hanging out outside. It's nighttime, and I noticed like two PlayStations, like on a table, and for me that symbolizes Moloch. Moloch seems to be very fond of like video game systems and video games. Because I suppose it's a way of like dedicating violence to him, war, blood, uh, fighting, that kind of thing. And after that I leave, and after a while I come back. I walked a couple of blocks, and for some reason I come back. I go up the stairs, and I try to go back into the party apartment. Um, but it was closed now, but I could still hear people talking on the other side. I didn't bother to open it or anything. I just left it, right? I'm all like, whatever, right? Cool. The party's probably done for me, right? So that's pretty much it. The interesting thing, see, I had this dream when I fell asleep in my car doing food deliveries. It's weird, bro, because it's like the second time it's happened. It's kind of like astrally. I can see my surroundings. And it's weird because I saw this weird looking character walk down the street. If you're working deliveries at night in East Hollywood, you know that it's littered with broken people, junkies, people that have like, issues or whatever. And I'm kind of wondering like how many of those people are actually affected by something in the astral realm. So that was interesting. But anyways, that was pretty much it. Um, I woke up, and later that day I gave Lucifer an offering, and I told him, whatever this is or whatever, or however far you want to take it, I'm in. And I gave him an offering. I gave him some blood. But it's interesting because I gave him some whiskey for the first time a couple of days ago. And yeah, I told him, whatever this is, however far you want to take it, I'm down. So that was interesting. That one's definitely going to go into the book. But the whole dragon-esque thing, I've seen other occultists talk about it. And I'm wondering if he's inviting me to be part of that line or whatever, or that group, uh, club, or whatever you want to call it. But I told him, I'm definitely down. So I gave him an offering, and let's see what pops up. But anyways, I wrote it down in the book that I'm writing. The book that I'm writing is almost kind of like a dream book. Like, yes, it is gonna have some rituals, but I'm also basically writing down like what comes after, like the rituals that I did, or my experiences with uh, Lilith, Moloch, or Lucifer. But yeah, good stuff so far. All right. Anyways, I'm also a musician. Be sure to check out my Spotify, my Instagram under Johnny Khan. All right. Anyways, this is Johnny Khan, aka Nash to Conquer. Peace.